Mismong si Pangulong Marcos nagulat nang biglang magpakumbabang mga Tsino, biglang nagsorry sa Pilipinas. Base sa balitang kumakalat, nagulat si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa biglaang pagpapakumbaba ng China matapos sabihin gusto nila sa ating makipag-ayos, gustong makipag-usap daw sa Pilipinas. Ayon kay Chinese Foreign Ministry Mao Ning, ready nang makipag-usap si China, ready nang makipagnegosasyon sa West Philippine Sea. Nalalapit na kasi sa mga Pilipino kanilang pagbabanta, bantang aarestuhin nila tayo sa West Philippine Sea. Pero pwede muna daw kasi ito sanang pag-usapan. Bakit biglang napaurong si Mao Ning?
中国海警程序规定的实施，旨在规范海警机构行政执法程序，更好地维护海上秩序，符合国际的通行做法。任何个人和实体只要不存在不法的行为，就没有必要感到担忧。我想强调的是，在南海升级局势频频挑衅的不是中方，而是菲方。中方同菲律宾对话沟通的大门是敞开的，但关键是对话要有诚意，对话成果要落到实处，而不是口头上说要对话，行动上却不断的挑衅和生事。
Pero ayon sa Philippine Navy, sinabing wala daw ang China sa katinuan, wala daw talaga sa hulog si Mao Ning. Biro mo mananakot sila dito yang ipapatupad, sabay sasabihin gusto nilang makipag-usap si Mao Ning. Porke ba Philippine Navy pumalag ay bigla gustong makipag-usap ni Mao Ning.
Sir, does China even have the right to impose such moratorium sa West Philippine Sea?
All the actions of China, which is an implementation of the Coast Guard law which took effect 01 February 2021, are illegal. They are against international law. Our Commander-in-Chief said they are all unacceptable. The SND said they are provocative. China is out of tune, out of step, out of their minds.
Sir, do you think that China may use this moratorium to further justify yung kanilang initial na yung Coast Guard nila na instructions sa Coast Guard to arrest Filipino trespassers? Could they...
Lawfare is one of the instruments in their cookbook. The ultimate objective of China is sea control of the South China Sea. They will use the different instruments of their national power to assert that.
And the Navy, sir, is prepared in case if any...
The Philippine Navy and the entire armed forces, yes.
Pero sa statement na inilabas ng Pangulo, matapang niyang sinabi sa China, hindi kami aatras, hindi trespasser mga Pilipino. Bakit nyo aarestuhin sila? Handa kaming mag-escalate ito sa gera pag inaresto nyo ang mga Pilipino.
The new policy of threatening to detain our own citizens, that is different. That is an escalation of the situation. So yes, it is now very worrisome. I've said it many times, you should try everything. You don't know what effort is going to be successful. So as any point of contact that I can establish, I will use it. At every end, at every level, at the leaders level, at the ministerial, sub-ministerial, private. As long as it brings us progress in terms of resolving these, and first of all number one, to stop the aggressive actions such as water cannoning and lasers and barrier putting, etc. And secondly, allowing our fishermen to fish. Let's start with that. And if we can get to that, then we can move to the next step and to see if there is a way to resolve all these claims, and so that we can all go about our business in a peaceful way and continue to try and develop our countries. Yeah. There are always efforts at every level. Well, it's just an extension again of their claim that this is all the maritime territory of China. So it is just it is nothing new. There are sometimes fishing bans because it's the season, and this is something that we have actually agreed upon before.
Pero speaking of pag-aresto sa mga Pilipino, dapat arestuhin din daw dito yung China. Dumadami ang mga Chinese sa subdivision. Ini-invade na din daw kasi nila. Parang meron na ring Chinese invasion. Doon daw kasi nagtatago sila. Parehong-parehong sa ginawa ni Mayor Alice Guo.
the ongoing construction, we strongly feel there's the new phase of Chinese invasion in the village. Maybe not anymore Pogo, we don't know, but how come all these huge structures are being built now? Some use dummies talaga. Okay? And we heard that in the process of applying for, stickers and IDs and also the construction, some are using already local identification. Okay, passports, birth certificate, driver's license, postal IDs. They can even speak Tagalog po. So these huge structures really alarm us so much.
So ang nakita namin doon is there was one young teenager, a girl, who jumped from third floor going down na parang tumatakas. So what I assume is maybe this girl is part of a cyber sex crime, or what we don't know is maka-prostitution.
Natatakot sila kung ano ba yung kung may 40 kang tao doon, o hindi normal yun, no, sa isang bahay. So yun ang natatakot sila doon. At mayroon ding mga issues na nakikipag-away sa security guard. May issues rin na mayroong mga escort ng police. Marami ring mga allegations na konektado ito sa Pogo, no, dahil nga sa gabi dumadating or lumalabas yung mga sasakyan. So we want to look at that angle also. So ang aming sense, itong mga sindikato na ito, umiikot lang sila at of course nakatira sila sa mga ganitong villages.
So nagtanong-tanong ako sa mga nagtrabaho sa kanila, yung mga kung saan siya rumenta nung warehouse at yung mga taga doon. At itong taong si Wenyi, parang pinapakilalang nanay niya doon sa mga taga doon sa Valenzuela. So ako, ang personal assessment ko, this might be the biological mother ni Alice Guo.
What I am seeing, no, and this is my personal take, na ma-expel siya sa NPC because connected siya sa Pogo and yung kanyang birth certificate is irregular, no, and also invalid because of the source of information. But para sa akin, yung pag-a-apply niya, no, in behalf of Hongsheng puts her in direct connection with Hongsheng Pogo Company, which is yung unang na-rate, no? So hindi natin pwedeng tanggalin na wala siyang connection doon kasi siya yung nag-apply. In fact, meron ring letter kami nakita namin nung dating mayor, siya yung kausap in behalf of Hongsheng. I will air my views as a member of the advisory council, and importante na ma-maintain namin yung integrity ng members ng mga NPC, no, or this will set a bad precedent. And in fact, nung kumandidato siya in 2022, hindi naman NPC yung kanyang certificate of candidacy, no, yung kanyang independent siya. Nung nanalo siya, normal naman pag nanalo ka, umaalyado ka sa ruling party, umalyado siya sa NPC dahil ang buong Tarlac NPC. Nakikita ko dyan, it will set a bad precedent, and it's not the type of members that we want for our party. Importante yung mga members namin ay mataas ang kanilang integridad, good moral conduct, and importante rin na hindi nasasangkot sa mga ganitong kriminalidad.
Ngayon, ikaw bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.